right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our next bout of the evening, and it is sponsored by some people I like to visit, Hemp House in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's right, Hemp House. They got a lot of good products, let me tell you. This is a catchweight bout contested at 130 pounds, and it's scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. Your first fighter, fighting out of the Allure Properties blue corner. He weighed in at 131.4 pounds. He's making his debut here tonight. He's from Striker Fight Center out of Kennesaw, Georgia. This is Kody Ortiz.
So now you have Kody Ortiz, debut out of Striker Fight Center out of Kennesaw, Georgia. So, man, that has, you know, from experience, knowing that gym out of Striker Fight Center, they're really known a lot for a lot of the striking, and I think there is one of their big-time fighters out of the name of Carrington Johnson, who is an incredible striker himself. So this gym is known for having a lot of really good stand-up, and man, I don't really know too much of the background of Kody Ortiz. So, Josh, what's your thoughts about this guy?
He's tall for the weight class, 5'9", 131 pounds. So if he's a striker, we'd look to see some nice Muay Thai, some long jabs, maybe some long kicks. Should be interesting.
Yes, coming in, Kody came in at his weight class at 131. I mean, you see the weight of these guys, you're like, man, they can easily 125 or so. This is going to be really interesting. And seeing the last matchup with Vincent Van Alstyne, I mean, he looks good. He's got some really good grappling. So this is the alternate striker versus grappler matchup. Back to Jeff Hobbs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out of the Knoxville Mortgage Brokers red corner. He weighed in at 129.6 pounds. He has an amateur record of 1 win with no losses. He's representing Hobbs Jackson Wink out of Concord, North Carolina. This is Vincent Van Alstyne.
This is a real rapper steam music. Bitch, sing to it. This how you cook up some dope with no powder. Don't turn on that stove, just turn this shit up louder. Black Eddie Bauer, mask on my face like I'm ready to take what is yours cause it's ours. Y'all stole my style, I shit on you like bowels and take
So now you have coming out is Vincent Van Alstyne, coming out of Concord, North Carolina, out of that great gym of Hobbs Jackson Wink. They have a lot of guys on this card as well. I think they have 2 guys on this card as well fighting. So this is going to be a really interesting matchup to see. You got a grappler going against a striker. So once again, Scott, what's your thoughts about this?
Well, you know, I love Vincent's name. I think he's one of definitely the most unassuming name on the card tonight. You know, I love this matchup. We got 2 just look like babies here fighting. It's definitely the next era of MMA. These kids coming up. You know, Vincent, you know, definitely plugged in. You know, got the Jackson Wink affiliate. So, you know, should, you know, be kind of well-rounded, have some, you know, some good techniques and some good fundamentals. So, you know, looking forward to this one.
Yes, really looking forward to this matchup big time as they're getting ready to step in the cage. Kayla Miller is the referee. Alstyne's coming, touch the glove of Kody, starting off. Here we go, starting it off. Caleb Miller giving Vincent Van Alstyne the final instructions before this catch weight at 130-pound bout.
Got a good matchup of the long undershorts here.
Yes,
I can appreciate that style.
Alstyne.
Ortiz, 5 inches taller.
Oh, really good overhand early by Vincent. Body kick caught by Vincent. The ground and pound is heavy early on from Vincent.
Definitely just right off the bat, I can tell this is one of our more technical fights of the night. Both these guys looking kind of sharp with some of their techniques. You know, some good leg kicks early. Good grappling, good scramble right here.
Probably why they had to wear the long compression shorts underneath to contain all that extra knowledge.
Oh, good leg kick.
Yep.
Ortiz, and one right back from Vincent. Ooh. You see a little blood from Vincent, but on the nose.
These boys are getting after it. Vincent really coming with heavy pressure early. You know, Kody looks like he's a little overwhelmed with the pressure right here, but he's kind of staying calm, staying collected, working some takedown here. Right now, Vinny's too much for him.
Oh, that ground and pound.
Needs to let that overhook go.
Yep, Ortiz needs to try his best to work to a much better position. Turning in, he's starting the ball up. I think Alstyne is, there we go. Now he's back up, trying to get us back to the cage. Alstyne's transitions are really good. Moving around the body, keeping him tight on the cage.
Yeah, doing a great job putting the whole sport together right now. He's moved from striking, kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, back to wrestling here, working the body lock. You know, doing a great job with the entire sport right now.
Yes, looking really clean early on. Vincent Van Alstyne currently 1-0 with a first-round finish in his first ever fight.
Ortiz needs to get himself back up the cage and turn and face. Doesn't need to stay balled up here.
We currently have 40 seconds left in the first round. Kayla Miller addressing the fingers in the cage for Ortiz. Oh, and we could see a choke. Oh, it's deep underneath the chin.
He's just going no hooks with it.
Yeah, Kody's really got to get moving here. He's choosing to wait in the worst positions he can. He's really wasting a lot of energy. Vicious Vincent just attacking the neck right here. Good work by Kody.
Nice escape.
Got 15 seconds left in the first, down to the 10-second mark. Oh, really good exchange out of the clinch.
Oh, we are in round number 2.
First round. What a really good first round.
Mark Law's going to get that work in now. We got some blood, people.
Both these guys look very technical, but it seemed like Ortiz might have been a little overwhelmed with actual match speed. You know, it's a little different when you get in there and start taking bombs in your first fight.
Yes. Having that opportunity to be able to fight, the way he caught the leg kick and swept at the same time, really good by Vincent Van Alstyne. Scott, what are your thoughts about this replay?
Yeah, I think Vicious Vinny, he just pulled the trigger a little more. You know, Kody kind of waited in some positions. He didn't fight the hands in the wrestling positions. He kind of stayed on his knees a few times. He just waited in the wrong position. So when you do that, especially when a guy's starting to get after you and he's moving from position to position, you're burning a little more gas money once you get there trying to get out. So Vinny just a step ahead right here. We'll see if he can maintain this pace. It's definitely a little guy pace, but he's looking well-rounded. I'm liking what I'm seeing from him right now. Kody's definitely not out of this fight, though. He's a sharp striker. You can tell he's got some shots to end any fight.
Really good early on to start off this round. So by saying that, how do you score the first round? Do y'all both agree with the Vincent?
Yeah, Vicious Vince, you know, first round, 10-9.
10-9. Now we're here with round 2. They both touch the gloves. And here we go. Oh, spinning back kick to start off with old Vicious Vince. Good overhand early.
I think Ortiz needs to get his jab going a little bit, start working some angles.
Yes, I agree with you on that one, Josh. Utilizing that length early on from Kody.
Yeah, Ortiz in the red shorts. He's just waiting a little bit now. He's letting Vinny kind of dictate the fight. And
a really good takedown.
You know, when you do that, the other guy's sort of in the driver's seat, and that's what we saw. He just powered through him, put him against the cage, and finished the double leg.
He did good at turning him out from the cage, too, so that he can't use it to wall walk back up and get out. Yeah, Ortiz needs to start kicking away.
Straight ankle. Oh, I was about to say, I thought we saw an attempt at it. Real good push off the cage.
That's good urgency by Kody. You know, he stays there another minute. You know, he's down for the better half of the fight. So I like what I saw there from him. You know, Vicious Vinny's breathing just a little bit here, so we'll see. We'll see, you know, how things go midway through the round.
This is where Ortiz needs to get his straight punches going now that Vinny has backed off a little bit. It's going to give him some opportunity to work.
Yes.
Nice check.
Good solid leg kick from Ortiz.
So we're seeing it start to turn here. Now we got vicious Vinny on the back foot. If Kody can manage the distance and
Good left hook coming out of that clinch.
keep Vince off his legs, then we might see the tides turn here.
Ooh, you might have to stop that injury to the ankle. I think he rolled his ankle, and I think. But he's fighting.
Trying to fight out of it.
He's still fighting out of it.
Vinny going for the guillotine.
No quit in Ortiz, even though you saw a undisclosed injury a little bit. Looked like he rolled his ankle off that exchange.
If I'm Vinny's corner, I'm telling him to keep striking. Don't work the submission right here so that he might get the stoppage. This is giving him time to recover by going for the submission.
Oh, and that guillotine looks tight, but he's back up on that ankle.
Kody's really got to get moving here. He's got to circle his feet, try to get cross body. He's got to fight here if he wants to, try to salvage this round.
Good by Vincent to knees to the legs.
And you just wonder, some of those leg kicks early on and some of those checks, you wonder if that had something to do with the ankle injury.
That's right. Those heavy leg kicks early on from Vincent, and another attempt for a guillotine. And man, what a round.
Some nice exchanges in that round.
I don't know if he can stand up.
Good scramble here, yeah. We'll see if Kody can answer the bell here.
It doesn't look like he's going to.
No. Probably going to have a doctor come in and look at him.
He might.
They forgot the stool too, so that's a little bit of an error by the corner man.
Yeah.
But we'll see if we can keep him in this fight here. He's, he was really, starting to turn the tide there in the second round. I think started to sort of push Vince back and started to score some points. So I hate that he had that injury midway through.
Well, we're going to see how he comes out because.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are headed to a third and final round. Third and final round.
From seeing that little exchange, especially at the end, I think the second round will also go to Vincent Van Alstyne as well. So, I mean, you're hurt, ankle injury, you're down 2-0. What you think the corner is currently telling him? All right, here we go. Caleb Miller is talking to Kody, and he is limping towards the.
I think the corner is trying to tell him to dig deep right here. You have no choice. You can't tell him to go out there and lay down. You got to try to make him believe it in his mind. So I think that's what they've done. They tried to get him a little extra time on the stool, and they did. So we'll find out how tough he is here.
There's one thing about it, fighting Kody Ortiz, he will not stop. He will come out.
Oh, big left hook.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, what a teep.
Oh, my goodness.
This fight might have changed an illegal kick to a downed opponent. Oh, man, what a way to start the fight out.
We're going to have to see that again on replay. To me, he may have been down, but he looked like he was on the way up there.
Here we go.
Okay, they're going to restart it.
Right back at it.
Here we go.
Ortiz knows he has to come out hard. And Vincent Van Alstyne doing what a smart MMA fighter would do. Go for the takedown. Use what you've been working the entire fight. What a strong output by Kody Ortiz to come out on that third round. I mean, we all thought he was hurt, man.
Yeah, I mean, the way he moved forward with that power combination, he didn't look hurt at all, did he?
No chance. 2 minutes left in the third round.
You really got to give it to Vinny here for just having the wherewithal to go back, get his takedown, get back on top, and get the fight where he needs it to win.
Worked himself all the way back into mount now.
One thing about Kody, man, he is surely tough, but Vincent Van Alstyne is raining down the ground and pound. Kody has to defend himself. He always seems in the choke.
That's deep. That's deep. He's going to try to flatten him out here. He's going to try to finish this choke. Vince has got this deep here.
Tap.
Yep, tap.
What
a fight, boys. What a fight.
What an amateur fight between these two tough guys. Man, what a way to fight. And Kody, I mean, this man fought so hard. I mean, he's hurt. but he kept coming out forward. He kept fighting. What a fight between these two guys, man. And
yeah,
here
I mean,
we go.
As good an amateur fight as you're going to see right there. I mean, both guys super tough. You know, Vincent just, you know, a little more well-rounded on the entire game and came forward and tried to impose his will. Oh, man, one knee down there.
That was the knee down. But with Vincent getting the finish, it shows that it didn't come into an effect, because that could have been a potential point taken away, and that could have hurt, you know, his chances. But most, as we already thought, Vincent was already up 2-0. So what a way, man. What a great fight between these two guys. And, man, it's exciting to see the future of Vincent Van Alstyne and Kody Ortiz as well, man. I mean, if anybody's going to be fighting Kody, you better come in for a war, because that brother is tough.
Yeah, don't look at his 0-1 record in the future and think that he's a pushover.
No, no chance at all. Whoever his next opponent is going to be will have a full hand. Now, we take it back to Jeff Hobbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Caleb Miller, stops this bout at 1 minute and 12 seconds of the third round. Your winner by way of rear naked choke, Vincent Van Alstyne.
Vincent Van Alstyne gets the W, coming out victorious.